Why the fuck got my team as fucking Michigan? Oh, hell no. Hell the fuck no. Oh, wait. My mom here. I'm tripping. I'm tripping bad. Neutral site. Wow, he in the game. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Let me change this shit.
Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten.
I'm playing rugby.
Taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Bulldog, baby.
I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle at Sheffield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing it. Yeah.
With the catch, it's Sheffield. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone. They executed that perfectly.
And the Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks. Don't have to
you got to pick that zero.
This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still fourth down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got it.
He's short.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, a nice short completion sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Brrr.
Holds it in on the left. Finds a seam. All out of space. Touchdown, Georgia. He got loose. And
The branch of the tree falls on the field.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football and try to make the big play. And do they ever? 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. from inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On the move, he fires.
There you go.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Give to the running back. And
Nice
this one will
yeah.
be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely brutal.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a
Yeah,
rhythm.
I'm lagging too. Yeah, I can't pick my fucking play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The short hands, it's Campbell. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw it, Stockton. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Grabbed in the middle. It's dealt. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Trying play action. Unloads to the right.
Oh, shit.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands, the big defensive line that comes up with the INT.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Decent. Dude. Why is this on Michigan?
Menu narration option is set to off.
Yeah. Anytime there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting.
Man, I put this shit on high school,
We'll
bro.
see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll...
Put the bit on pause. Let me put my music on. My music. Oh, so let me do this. Coaching Detroit. Not gonna lie, you are not my... Yeah, that's fine.
at the 17. Just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Stockton. Showing the arm strength down the left
side.
No! And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert.
Oh, I didn't.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Oh, shit.
Slithers into space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown.
I never seen that formation. Only got one.
Handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Zings it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He lets one fly deep.
What? 16? You gotta go get that.
3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Finds his man. It's Thomas. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Dogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback extends the play. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Going over the top.
What the?
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Defense showing blitz here. Handoff to the lone back. Turning it on.
Yes,
Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, that's why
y'all want to go down?
Can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss. He can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Durham. And for the first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Might as well give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
All right, come on now.
They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's...
Talking about they're gonna let it talk.
Anytime there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see,
I keep on putting this on high school, and it's not putting it on high school field.
The fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And after a couple of misfires, this offense looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He put some heat on that one down.
Zachariah Branch.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs.
The branch of the tree has fallen over the field.
Against this guy, he does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The give to the single back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like,
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed up old guy. I heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Okay, my friend.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout.
That's my fault.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the
Yeah,
field.
so
We've got a guy
turn
that
that
we think
bad
can
to that
read the
good.
defense and
I
deliver a
still
strike.
fucking
We've
throwing
got
them out
playmakers
here.
stretching the field vertically.
Yeah,
They
that's
show
right
you
there.
how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. They go to the ground. It's a seam wide open.
Woo.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the 1st on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You were playing, I ain't better like Carl Kines. I want the whole thing.
Mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Keeps it on the draw.
Hit him! No! What the?
Step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's so gay.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer
Never
for
time.
him
Man, Garrett Nussmeyer ain't toting that bit beer. That better look like the whole game, brother. I want the whole thing.
All tied up, just about set to kick it away.
Woo. Def angle. Did not want this angle.
And he'll bring it back.
Oh no, I thought it would be a combo that bit.
And he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the shotgun, the inside give. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Ah, Dub, you gotta get out of there.
Even more breathing room out to the 30.
Turn around there, first round, I'm balling.
Well, I know the
First
tight end
down,
doesn't get
11
exactly
seconds.
the catch, but got to give the quarterback
see
credit
it
to the
all, my
location
friend.
of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game.
Anyway,
But you
taking
gotta
off
stop
of
the
these
run
pills.
first.
No, one of them.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. Fires deep on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This offense is being aggressive, and they keep going back to the same guy. We're early in the game in the first quarter. This guy's already scored a touchdown, so if I'm a quarterback, keep trying to get him the football. He's winning his matchups one-on-one. Nice job by the defense on that play, but don't lose focus if you're the QB here. Keep trying to find your big-time playmaker.
be changing the route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Looking for more room.
Yeah, I feel.
Defense gets the pick.
Trying to go make a play.
Yeah, I feel.
Going, get spark, get some points on the
Really
board.
listen.
Going any worse.
Oh, shoot. I ain't want that
Not only
camera.
that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Oh, shoot.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked up. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
To the air, it's Stockton. Trying to get behind.
That is not who I wanted. That is not who I wanted.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Georgia going up tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, going to the air. Unloads it left.
He's not going to jump at all.
In a first half turnover can swing
Okay,
momentum.
so he just don't jump now. That's kind of bullshit. I'm pressure trying. He just don't want to jump. I'm on the left side. I missed something where they changed where you can jump to.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, back the ball away. We're going to pick it
Okay,
off.
so
We're going to
okay,
take it to the
can't change.
house. Great
Stupid
play.
ass camera angle.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. So first down here as they go back to work. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. great distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Grab near the marker, it's Branch. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up.
I don't like the throwing animation.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Cleaner than the motherfucker.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Turning on the Jets. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand.
There you go, Fergie.
He's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
That's right.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move.
Oh no, he got the Hall of Fame.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup.
I mean, not Hall of Fame. Heisman shifty.
Running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Yep, nope,
we are
one away.
not going to complain.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback moving. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Let me change this safety.
I don't really have the words to describe this eloquently. I just know that
Two about it, three about it, four.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's
There you go. There you go, 20.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. LSU right back to the line. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They're throwing for it on fourth down.
Woo!
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And what a job by this defense early in the game. You want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as
You know you had two tight ends in that formation.
Giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He is
We
going
got 3 6
nowhere.
guys.
Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They got to remember.
I think if
If
you're
they-
the coaching
if
staff,
they
you
don't
to
have
like what you've seen from
the
this guy
ability,
so
it's gonna be
far in the
really
game.
hard
He's
for them to
pumped
make
out some
anything.
really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Fires to the right.
And
it's picked off for the third time today.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They'll give it to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He leaves it with his back. Breaks the tackle.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Pocket breaking down.
We go moving up. I'm in this.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today.
Whoa.
He'll try to
shoot.
pick up the first down.
Get out, Chris. I gotta get used to these new controls. Cause it's like the playmaker player, you gotta hold LT, and then I forgot you can juke behind the line. I forgot about that.
Deep shot down the field on fourth down. You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. And back to the air on second down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They try to get it outside on the left. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Oh.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Yeah.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. There he goes. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. From the gun. Scrambling away. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them.
No, Bowden got to kiss this.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here.
Oh. Oh.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he was trying to cash in the end zone.
Oh, to contain this, it's a whole new button set up. You gotta put R1 and then L1.
They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Like confirm shit. I could get this back on.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended.
I ain't turned down.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
Hold on, I'm blocking nobody.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. Got the quick pass. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right
now. No, my fucking team was flipped.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, LSU.
Now, what great offensive execution.
Nah. Forget the blitz. The whole. They had my safety. I supposed to play the hard flat on the other side of the field.
Great execution by this
give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32.
Yeah, just keep that at default.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Going for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was.
Wait, hold up, dog. Why didn't it just flipped? Oh my fucking guys, dog. My cover just flipped at the last second, bro. Oh my God. Why the fuck did it flip? Did you had somebody in a motion, bro?
This game must be moving so slow.
Dog, my coverage literally just flipped. Oh,
way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5.
Okay.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And some room to work. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Got a man. It's Branch. Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Catch in stride inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Knocked off his feet.
these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Quarterback may change this route. Was to pass.
Yeah, bro,
Shot
my
as
lord.
he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Under fire. That pass is
Gotta get that
target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. There he goes to the right. He's loose at the 30. Inside the 10. And he ran away
should play that
from the
song.
defense to take it
Yep,
in.
he'll be like that.
Tigers.
How about the aggressive play call backed up near your own end zone? Your
Oh,
quarterback
shoot.
drops back in the end zone. If he gets tackled, it's a safety, but it pays off. The defense is a little too aggressive, takes the big shot down the field, and he walks in.
It's
for a
pain I've been
8-yard touchdown.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, this nigga.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Here's a heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. 3rd down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throwing right. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him.
Headed to the
Yeah,
end
that's
zone. And he ran away from the
no,
crowd.
but I've been trying on a whole bunch of different stuff. I've been trying out the safety stuff, and for some reason the plays just flip. Some odd reason. Don't know, just because I had a feature off or something.
And that helped lead to the home run.
And the point after is good. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll try the right side. Finding open areas. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
All right.
One of the things I love about this defense, guys, they bring pressure from all over the yard, and that's now the second sack for this corner.
And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Still looking, on the move. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Well, this is a quarterback who's used to using his athleticism to his advantage and burning defenses, but there was nothing going there. Great job by the defense, taking everything away and forcing a run for a loss, as that quarterback was smart to get out of bounds.
The Dogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Flying out to the left. And he's slipped from the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. Fourth and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
This formation I have enough, or this playbook, I don't have enough run stoppers.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football.
This is not my defensive playbook. I know that for sure.
Back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, this is not my defensive playbook. They don't have no run stopping formations here.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nah.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They're 3 for 4 on fourth down in this one, and they'll try it again. Going for the marker on the ground. Wide open spaces. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play. They're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal.
What the fuck?
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line.
Okay.
And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU.
Alright, bro.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's dealt. Smash, running wide open down the gut of the field. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
A lot of of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down.
Yeah, bro.
Out of space. Tuck just keeps moving. Running through contact. Past the 30. The 20. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they
Man, run this back, bro. Boy, that was... Yeah.
Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense.
I've been putting this on high school every time, bro.
And that's exactly what we have in this showdown.
Yeah. Cause I ain't want no stadium post.
That we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will kick it away first. on the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Savage.
Might be calling a hot route.
What? How is that on me?
The offensive line, that's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
No, I literally just got said.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Oh, he's going to go up top. Makes the catch down the right side. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest. And you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Frazier. At the 35, he's open. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility.
Not bad, dude. Oh, look, I'm on definition of a bad dude.
Wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands.
Using
his speed to do the rest and get it to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called.
Ah, shoot, this one go out of bounds. God damn it.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers.
No, well, no, back up.
Draw play. Quarterback keeps continuing to churn and move
I keep on.
forward, and they're closing in on midfield.
I keep on forgetting that contain you got to do this.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos after a success.
There he goes. Lots of running room. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Got his man quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. To the air. It's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays.
It's a seam wide open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Georgia. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also
why didn't use Texas?
To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do
Oh, no, hell no. Don't let him get
Inside
started.
his own 15, looking for a crevice. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll do it himself on the draw. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the...
That's so
and he'll
big,
take it
baby.
to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it along the sideline. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a mix.
Back to pass. Got him downfield. And he just kept running.
What coverage was that? Oh.
Touchdown, Bulldogs.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. From inside the 15, here's the return.
Get him.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time.
Wow.
Out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Defense needs to hold its water and watch that football. It's now 2nd and 5. They're working that left side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more
oh my gosh.
guy.
I made one of this battle, but I'm not even trying to, bro.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's Bennett. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They just keep firing. Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Harvard. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. QB draw. And the Gamecocks get enough for the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine.
Oh my God.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback running on the draw. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Yeah.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. He'll take it himself. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. The defenses have some work to do to slow down these high-powered attacks as we start the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Working that left side now. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on second and short. Fires to the right.
Ah, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up in the 28.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they're able to make the tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Motion from the wideout. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch. It's Bell. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on second and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board.
Oh, shit, bro.
It's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle.
Come on, C.J. Allen.
They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Harbor.
How you got after shot, man? Make that tackle out.
On first down, it's 2nd and 4. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put.
He's loose. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. All wideouts, no backs. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Grab, go to the middle, it's Bennett. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass.
There you go.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Keeps it on the draw. Wide open spaces. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
There you go.
Himself on the draw. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage. But just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Frazier. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll keep it on the ground.
Oh, shoot.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw at Stockton. He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. A strike downfield. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Woo.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to...
No.
Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the ground game.
There you go.
Plows through the defense. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know.
No deal.
Back. Obviously, he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop.
Oh, shit. What play is that? Oh.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking left.
There you go, boy.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot that takes you from good to great. And you've seen that with Georgia.
Oh yeah, that's the all-pro linebacker. I mean, all like That's a good linebacker. Probably like one of the best linebackers in the state.
This crowd
Or the
going
country.
to try to make life miserable for these guys.
You should see his pass rush stats.
To the air, it's Stockton.
So you see his pass rush stats.
He rifles one deep down the right side.
Yeah. He has like 95 finesse move.
Absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
I don't know.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass.
That he got bumped, bro.
Drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
And how about the efficiency on that one? No, bring up 2nd and 4.
Arch ain't never break no fucking tackle,
It's
bro.
completely changed the game. Like now it's a 11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback
and like all them histories though, he ain't fumble. They took all conservative
with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
Conservative cans?
Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Looking to take a shot. Snags it down the right side. Off and running. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Hey, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers.
What you in match?
If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10.
He has Heisman recuperator.
Nice
Alright, bro.
there. And I tell you, Texas has always been a place where
He has
there have been
Heisman
outstanding
recuperator.
running backs. This guy is the next in line. He's got vision, he's got speed, he's got power. It always seems like it takes multiple defenders to bring him down. Huge weapon in this offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. They make a stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quickly complete. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And Looking downfield on first down. Skips away from pressure. Steps away to find some room.
Hit him.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to throw it again. Quarterback adapting. He's going to run it. Oh, a lot of space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
He's got it on the run.
Wow.
And took it on in for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. There he goes.
Go first. Go, boy. Go, boy.
Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it. 1st down and more. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
Oh shit! What play does this school? Can you see that?
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout.
No!
And wings it incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look great.
Oh, I thought that was a
He
pick.
wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack.
That's what been a
Because
pick
as soon as you
5.
break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with a field goal, but a touchdown here gives you extra cushion. Under fire. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Stockton. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
There goes
really nice
right.
poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And with that last carry, in the triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power, he's showing you speed, he's showing you making miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the 1st down.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires on the move. Picked off.
Wow.
And an early drive with the turnover.
this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run from the shotgun.
Bubble. There you go. Get it. Oh, no.
Fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
To the air, it's Manning. Got his man downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw again. Extending the play. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. Here's a heat. Wide open downfield. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover. They can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one.
Quarterback making adjustments. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Oh
And
my
it's
God!
incomplete.
Come
The
on,
long
bro.
pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
It's complete. At the 35, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Looking to throw, it's Manning. That's caught. It's Moore. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fair catch, called for and made. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires it down the seam. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there. And they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in.
Oh my gosh.
Good,
Fucking hit him.
pick up on now, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout.
There we go.
And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Release to the back. It's complete to the right. It's a running room. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Looking to throw it, Stockton. Into the end zone.
What?
Another interception. This
Oh,
guy's
no.
trying to find his own
Oh,
way.
hell no.
Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. To the ground with the back.
Come on, 94. You gotta make that play.
A yard to the 34. Lining up to convert third down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout.
Oh.
Got him downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. It's gone. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And as he throws, he's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel, they had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Buys a little time. Gets rid of it. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Racing down the left side. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Texans!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking downfield on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just never seemed to get settled, and I think that's what forced the inaccurate throw and incompletion.
Out over the middle, it's Branch.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it.
It's a seam wide open. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback making checks. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
He makes a grab. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Branch. He's trying to get it in. They will
You've been getting
score.
you've been getting stuff like that too.
I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw in that touchdown pass.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to throw, it's Manning. Firing to the right, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Quarterback keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loss of 3. Brings up second down.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. The quick out. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore.
Wow, he caught that.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Wants to throw it. Now improvising. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw.
Oh my gosh.
Race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house.
Set to advance on the football. Texas.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22.
Oh no.
To the air, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's right downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark it at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots of...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Just 1 for 3 on 4th down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert. He makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself on the draw. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he makes the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off.
Yeah, I gotta.
Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive
What?
offensive firepower all game long.
He has Heisman ball hog? Okay. He has Heisman ball hog.
The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, David. It looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bring in the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on this.
Converts on 4th down, still going. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead.
Turning on the Jets. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. He wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline.